For today's riding demo, we're going to begin talking about the difference between English and Western riding. We're going to start to discover what Western riding is like. So today we're going to go over equitation in this video, which again is how we sit on the horse. So in English riding, we talk about equitation and having straight lines from the head to the heel and from the elbow down to the horse's bit. So when we're riding in a Western saddle and using that discipline, our equitation is going to be different because we have to make sure that form and function match. So with a different saddle and different tack, which we will show you later, we have to function differently because they have different forms. So as we are riding in a Western saddle, we should still have head, shoulder, hip, and heel in alignment. That's not going to change. The way that we use our reins is going to change and hold them is going to change. We will go over that in our riding video next when we talk about steering and stopping and starting the horse. But the main difference we're going to go over is that we want our seat and our tailbone to be tucked under more. So our back should be more rounded when we're riding in a Western saddle. So the main reason that we're going to have that roundness in our lower back is because as we are riding in a Western saddle, we have to think back to why we have Western saddles. So we're sitting in them for longer periods of time as we're working with cattle or doing anything along those lines. And as we're sitting for a longer time, we want to make sure that we're not having things fall asleep, that we're not in pain when we dismount. So we're making sure that we're tucking under so that we're moving more casually with the horse and using our muscles properly, as opposed to in English riding when we're moving a lot, and so we want to have that nice long spine. So we still move our hips the same way though when we're walking. So we talked about at the beginning of this series how when we're doing a walk, if we're holding our reins and our elbows are in, at the walk we're rocking one hip at a time towards our hands. So that's going to be the same movement, except now our tailbone is tucked under. So all that's going to change is we're going from here to here. So we're going to keep that in mind as we move into the riding video to learn about some of the other differences in equitation and communicating with the horse. But I wanted you guys to see the tucking of the tailbone so that we're sitting properly in our Western saddles.